Alright, y'all. Got a special guest today up in the studio. Another content creator that we're gonna talk about basketball and stuff. A guy that people may not thought they would see in this studio today. But we got my boy Mikey Elliott in the building today. So Mikey, pretty known in the city and
Yes, sir.
around tri-state areas. Just kind of give people a brief summary about you.
I'm Mikey Elliott, Mr.PutItOnTape, one time for the fun time. I'm a videographer. I do primarily sports, but I film pretty much every genre. So if you need a video done, any type of, creative content, hit me up. That's what I do.
Okay, Mikey. Usually kind of going a different route with these interviews because usually with these interviews we done had coaches, we done had players. This is kind of like my first time having a guy that does what I do in the building. And we're not, I'm pretty still kind of getting into the vet stage of the game, but you've been doing this way longer than me in a sense. Kind of give people some of the headaches, pros and cons of dealing with this type of stuff, dealing with sports and videography at the same time.
The headaches, let's see. I would say some of the headaches are just dealing with different clientele because there's different levels of like people who want videos. You got people who understand your grind, you got people who don't. So, like say I do a video for a player that might play at a pretty known school. He might not understand like what goes into what I do because another videographer who might not be on my level might have got the video to him quicker. So if I tell him 3 to 5 days, he might say, "What? You can't do it tonight?" And I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm busy." So that's just one of the headaches. Then you got other players who understand, the turnaround time will come with that. Another headache is just dealing with, like I said, just different people, bro. Because you got people who, like I said, want their videos ASAP. Then you got some who don't care. So we're just juggling that, trying to keep your customers happy. That's probably the biggest issue with what I do, honestly.
Okay.
Stuff like that, yeah.
I know we're in two different situations, but I know you've probably dealt with it. How was it learning to balance your life, like actually treating yourself other than trying to get out there to be build your business in a sense? I was gonna say be the best, but basically build your business. How hard was it to finally get to a certain point where you can be like, all right, I know how to separate me time from work time?
I mean, honestly, bro, I just started doing it like recently. I started filming in 2015. I worked for a company here in Memphis that I don't think is no longer here, but I interned for like 2.5 years. Then I finally broke off in 18 and did my own thing around January of 18. Like I was filming with you around like 17 and all that, but I was still under his, under his leadership. But from like 18 to like 2020, like I grinded every day. I didn't make any time for myself because I was hungry. I was trying to like stamp myself in the city. But now, to answer your question, I pretty much I just find time to just do other stuff other than filming and editing, bro. Like I might travel, go out of town one weekend, hit up Texas, hit up Florida, and just have some me time, bro. Get some vacation time for myself. And because like I said, this is a very strenuous, tedious job, bro. And a lot come with it. You can get real stressed out if you don't find time for yourself.
Okay. To kind of get off videography for a second, just for the people that don't know, they see you holding the rock right now.
Yeah.
You did have a love for the game before a love for the camera.
Yeah, I was like that in high school. You know what? I wasn't like that. I was decent, bro. I'll give you 10 points, 9 assists, 1 steal. But I played in high school for Bishop Burn, class 08. I was starting point guard, 11th grade, 12th grade. And I didn't go to college, but at the same time, it is my first love, bro. I fell in love with the game around, 2, 3 years old. And like I said, everybody knew my favorite player, Chris Paul, who I'm watching right now. So, yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, not biased, no order. Kind of give the people, they don't have to be the best because I know a lot of times the rankings and stuff is so tedious in this city and who's better than who. But I mean, they don't have to be the best. But who's like 5 players that you just kind of love to record? You know what I'm saying? No matter if they doing good or not, it's just when you film them, it's a good experience for you.
Does it have to be straight high school or just anybody in the city?
Anybody in the city. Don't matter what grade.
I mean, for one, everybody know Kenny Chandler is my favorite player right now. Going to Tennessee, shout out to him. I love recording little Josh. He played at St. George last year. Who else? 3 more. Markel Crawford.
Okay.
He played in the program. Should be kind of program. I love filming him. He's just saucy with it. 2 more. I like Amar from Bartlett. I like his game.
Okay.
And then of course Chandler, bro. Go to Christian Brothers.
Okay.
I'm probably top 5 right now.
Okay. So who would you think may have a breakout season this year?
For sure Chandler, bro. I think they stay bound for sure. I think they went to state 2 years in a row and lost.
Yeah.
I think whether or not they win state or not, I think this is your. I definitely think he gonna win Mr. Basketball, and I think he's gonna be the best player in the city. But it's gonna be between him and Amar. I think.
Okay.
Me personally, just because he got all these offers this past summer, so his confidence through the roof right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think at this point he gonna just do numbers this year, Christian Brothers. It's gonna be too easy.
Okay. I was having conversations with a certain parent that I deal with, and I know sometimes, I don't know if you ever been in a situation where like you may be kind of close with the coach, and with you just recording basketball so much now, knowing like every team. We basically know game film on every team, every player that
Pretty
we
much.
kind of record a lot. And have you ever been in a situation where you're sitting there recording and you like, I know how to stop this? You want to tell the coach, but at the same time, they kind of don't want to listen at the same time.
Oh yeah, plenty of times, bro. But I mean, is it my place to say that?
True.
Yeah, it's been plenty of times I've seen little scheme stuff that I felt was better than what the coach was implementing. But like I said, I didn't think it was my place to say nothing, so I just kept quiet. Actually, it's not my place to say anything because I'm here to record said play or said team. But yeah, but definitely for sure. What about you?
Me personally, like I said, I was telling the parent, like, even though, 'cause I think maybe people don't think we know basketball like that, or just because maybe we out here trying to make $1 or expose the kids, however they feel we may be doing it. But they gotta understand, one of the most important parts of basketball is game film.
Facts.
Then who got more game film in the city than us?
Exactly.
Once you start looking at it, you start to see tendencies. Start looking where they foot going all the time and how they lay up the ball, and it kind of like, even though if you're not trying to learn that player, you learning that player, especially if you constantly record them. So I kind of tell people like, hey, if you're a videographer very detailed, he knows what's going on, and you see it all the time. But sometimes, like you said, it's not your place to kind of step in and deal with that.
Yo, I used to film Kenny so much. Especially his junior year at Broadcrest before he went to Sunrise. I used to film him so much, I damn near could predict, like, what was finna happen. I'm like, oh yeah, in about 5 seconds, bro, finna get a steal. Because I seen they defensive schemes every game.
Yeah.
And he'll for sure steal it and dunk it or lay it up. Like, yeah, some stuff like that, yeah. You watch enough film on players, or you film enough players, you can almost pretty much predict what they about to do or what move or what play they about to run. And 7-8 times out of 10, it come to fruition.
And I tell people all the time, if you can't find no game film, you go on our page, whoever the player is, you most likely find some game film on them, and try to break it down. But other than that, let me ask you another question. Then, since you're doing pretty good with your filming right now, kind of tell the people, because I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily be filming. It could be basketball, it could be life, it could be your job, it could be school. How tough it is from when you're inspired and you pushing, and then is there a certain point where you kind of stumble, as in you're not inspired, or you burnt out, or you're just in a situation where you want to just calm down for a second.
You talking about from just doing what I do, like
Yeah.
as a videographer?
But from you pushing so much now, the flow is just coming. So it's like it's not like how it was when you first started, you step by step. So it's like now you want to take a break, but now you're getting overflowed.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, so I think when you first start, like I said, you gotta just go all in with it. Especially if you want to get to the level I got to as far as being self-employed. You gotta just go hard every day. Like I said, it's been times where I went like 2 years dropping a video every day. Whether it was a 10-second clip or a mixtape, I drop one every day, 7 days a week, bro. Christmas, Thanksgiving, like I ain't give a damn. Like I was that hungry, bro, because I wanted to prove to myself that I could do this, and I want the world to see that when I was out here, bro. And as far as like I said, what was the question again? I'm sorry.
It's hitting like a stumble point where you're basically getting the clientele you want, but now you're at a point where you kind of burnt out.
Okay,
you can't stop.
That has happened to me, so that's when Lewis came in.
Yeah.
So shout out to my guy Lewis Ivy. He works with me. I don't say for me because I never want to be like that kind of dude where people say, now I work with Mike. Nah, you a partner. You work with me. You helped me build this empire. But yeah, Lewis came around mid 2019, and he actually interned with that company with me 5-6 years ago. He interned with him first, and so that's where he got his experience from. So that's how I knew I can hit him up about it.
Okay.
And like damn near for a whole year, I said, "Look, bro, I got this company named Mike Elliott, bro. You see what I'm doing? Like I'm making money, bro. I can pay you X amount of dollars per gig." And I was on him, and he didn't want to do it. And then one day, I never forget, he sent me a text and said, "Mike, I'm ready to help you build your $1 million dream, bro." And he been down ever since that time. And he's alleviated a lot of pressure from me, bro, or off me to help me get to where I'm at now. So, for example, if I got a gig booked on October 1st, now I can double book because I can have him film and make double the money. Now, as far as editing, I got somebody else to help me edit now. Thank God for that. But before that point, I was doing a lot of editing, but that ain't really the hard part because you at the house chilling. The hard part is actually getting out in the field, putting your feet to the ground and getting the work done. That's the hard part. Just traveling to different gyms, and I might have a workout at 5 o'clock and another one at 8. If I didn't have Lewis, I would have had to do it. Now you want that bread, right? But you got to put in that sweat equity. But now Lewis can help take that pressure off me, and we make double the money, and now we moving and grooving like that.
Okay. So you feel getting there is the hard part, other than editing?
What you mean by?
You said the hard part is getting up to go to the gyms and stuff. So you feel that's harder than the edit?
To me, it is.
Well, I guess you can say that in a sense. I guess the editing is just tedious.
Think about it. You on the couch with your feet up, chilling with a laptop in your hand, right? In your lap. But at the game, you got to pay $15 to get in. I got to a point where I felt so entitled. I'm like, you don't know who I am? Like, I'm paying. Like, bro, I'm finna put your whole school on. Why I got to pay to get in here? So I had to humble myself. But, like, think about it, bro. You at the gym with no AC on. You got on a hoodie. You're holding that camera. You stand up for a whole hour and a half. Don't let it go to overtime. You there 2 hours. Like, there's taxing on your body and your mind, bro. Is it not?
It's true.
What we doing right now with a laptop in my lap, that's easy. Doing it. To me. So the hard part for me was filming, bro.
Okay.
Because you want the money. If I didn't have Lewis and I had a gig booked at 11 a.m., 4 p.m., and then a party from 10 to 2, you finna get paid $700, but you got to put in that work.
Yeah.
That's, to me, that was the hard part of filming. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. So, where is Mikey Elliott mentally from 2 or 3 years ago?
From what standpoint? Just
in general. As a person, have you matured dealing with so many kids and different opportunities than because you're dealing with a lot more people than you was years ago.
Right.
So you've seen more things. You've seen more personalities, how people react to certain stuff. So are you that same guy still, or
I'm a lot more wiser, and I've learned to not take things personally.
Yeah.
Like when I first came in the game, I used to take a lot of shit personal.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just a misunderstanding. Because I feel like, I'm like, dude hit me up. Hey, bro, I need you to film this and that. All right, cool, this is my rate. Like, damn, bro, why? And I'm like, Like, fam, like, I'm actually giving you a discount. Like, and that'll piss me off. And I'll be like, you know what? Like, like, you know what? My price. I ain't been it. If you ain't paying, you. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm just a lot more understanding because, like I said, everybody ain't got it. I done had 3 different people hit me up for the exact same video package.
Mm-hmm.
I tell them 150, 150, 150. He'll say, all right, babe, what's your cash app? He'll say, cool, I'm going to get back to you. Then he'll say, hey, 150, can you work with me? And that made me realize that you can't take it personal if he don't want to pay. Because he might be in a better situation financially than he is. Or he might not understand how this camera shit work. Mm-hmm. So I've just learned how to deal with people differently and know that it's not personal, bro. Everybody gonna respond to your rates and what you charge differently. So as far as just mentally, I'm just more wise. And like I said, I'm a seasoned vet. I've been doing this for 5 years now. I done dealt with every parent, every different type of player. I've been in every situation. I done literally had people like book me literally 30 minutes before a game, and I pulled up right on time. Like they'll be last minute. So just learn how to adapt to different situations.
Okay. Okay, so if it's a kid watching right now that play basketball and he played basketball like you,
Okay.
and he in a situation now where he's like, you know what, I'm seeing TNT, I'm seeing In the Den, I'm seeing Michael, Sports Life. First off, before we go any further, I'm gonna let you guys know right now, this stuff is not sweet at all. So if y'all think it's sweet to grab this camera and get out there and record, it's not sweet at all.
You gonna deal with a lot of BS.
At times, it may even feel like you get a normal job that pay right. It may be easier. That's if you're not built for it though.
Right.
So it just, you have to actually love it and like it. I wouldn't do this just for the money.
And you gotta learn how to accept things for what it is, because you're gonna unintentionally burn bridges just by a lot of misunderstandings, bro. Like, people gonna stop messing with you based off what somebody else said about you that might not even be true, and you gotta learn how to accept that. I feel like I'm one of the best in the city, bro. No shade to nobody else, cause we all eating, but like, it's people right now who would never book me just off of what somebody done told them about Mikey, and they never had a conversation with me. They'll never book me, no matter how crystal clear, no matter how far my slow-mo is, no matter how HD my video is, they'll never book me. And guess what? I gotta accept that.
Yeah.
So you're gonna burn a lot of bridges in this business, but you not even knowing it, bro. Let alone the ones that you burn bridges, like, but just unintentionally, you're gonna just, like I said, burn bridges just from dealing with different people who might feel like you overcharged them, or they might feel like you didn't respond to their message fast enough, or you might have seen an Instagram DM or a Facebook DM, read it, and then something came up to where you can respond to them that same day. They might feel like you was little bro on them. So now they done blocked you on Instagram, blocked you on Facebook. I done had that happen to me. But guess what? That's a part of the game. You just gotta deal with it, bro. Accept it for what it is and move on. And keep going. Cause guess what? It's somebody in the city right now who never heard of me, who son probably turning 14 every day, who will hit you up. And just like I said, man, plant that seed and build from there.
Okay. So, other than that, Mikey, I think that's pretty much it. I just really wanted to get you here to kind of shine a different light in the basketball stuff, because we record basketball, and like I said, it's so many kids. It's enough for everybody to record in the six. And like I said, they're changing different trips and stuff. Yeah. And we really just here to get these kids scholarships or build them memories on social media or whatever to show to their kids when they grow up, or whatever the situation, or just say they had their chance, because sometimes people book us just to post on the ground.
Facts.
Then some people book us to actually build up a resume to get a college coaches.
Facts.
So in a sense, it's like, it's their money. And you just have to come and just, give them the best what we can give them. But then on the other sense, let me ask you another. Not now, because I know how you may feel by now, but how was the first time you ever recorded somebody and they absolutely didn't do nothing? Like the first time now. Now I know business is business, but like the first actual time you got somebody money and they didn't do nothing. How did you
I'm
feel?
gonna be honest, that ass happened a few times. It happened recently, like last week.
Yeah.
The first time I can't remember, but it has happened last week. And the parent was like, the kid hit me up, was like, when was the tape ready? And I said, yeah, bro, you need more footage. You need to book another game. And he was like, well, we don't have no more games. Can I get a refund? And I was like, well, just tell your mama to hit me up, because like I said, I'm not really in the business of really explaining too much to somebody 13. So his mama hit me up, and she said the same thing. My son told me he didn't do enough. So do we get a refund or what? I said, well, you don't get a refund because we actually came to film. And I said, if every kid need a refund for them not playing good, I'll be broke out here.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So I said, in cases like that, I offer you another game or two at a discounted rate, which I think is fair. Yeah. But as far as the first time somebody not doing it who paid me for, I can't remember, but it does happen on occasion. It don't happen a lot. Not 7, 8, 9 times out of 10, if a player or parent book me, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna do something enough of that's mixtape worthy. See what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't never had nobody just book me for like 2 or 3 games and they ain't did jack. Now for one game for sure. Okay. But if you book 2 or 3 games, I didn't always have enough footage to at least cook up something.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
And I advise you players, if you're not that good right now, work on your game. A mixtape don't mean jack if you suck. So get in the gym, put in that sweat equity, bro. Put in that sweat equity, then hit us up. But if you just want a mixtape just for the gram, you want a tape just to say you got one, and you're not that good, you really haven't been producing results, don't waste your money, bro. And for any upcoming videographers, if you want to get in this game with this sports or any genre, take about 6 months out of your life, learn your craft, and do that shit every day. Every day, bro. Like, I literally was at my house every day editing, bro. It's 2 or 3 hours. Like, I gave my life to this, and it's paid off. Plain and simple. And I'm nowhere, I'm not even close to where I'm going to be at. So imagine where I'm going to be at 5-10 years from now, bro. I might be somewhere on some Tyler Perry type shit. But yeah, bro, just put in the work, man. It's anything in life. Basketball, videoing, becoming a doctor, cosmetics, whatever, bro. Just you put in the work, man, I promise you, bro, it's going to pay off. That way.
So, y'all heard it from the man himself.
Yeah.
Mike, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you
coming to the studio.
A lot of folks don't know we actually went to Central together in 2005, 2006. All right, so a lot of folks think that we just met on this camera shit. Nah, bro, we've been bros since day one. It's been love forever, bro. So appreciate you, bro. Proud of you, man.
I appreciate you too, bro.
All right.
All right.